Hello, lovely people. I have had a very big birthday recently, and so I decided to start a journal to kind of take me through the year and to think about the last decade and the next decade to come. And I got this book in the Works in Edinburgh, and they had three different editions of it. And to be honest, they were all pretty similar. They've all got these lovely coloured pages, which are faintly lined, and then every so often you get a nice little quote page, which is beautifully decorated. And my eye just fell on it. It was £4, and it's incredibly lovely quality paper, really thick and smooth. And I just thought, right, it's the right size for me. I love an A5, and it's not going to like the bulk I'm going to put in it, but I'm just going to get it, and this will be my journal as I celebrate my birthday. So I started off by putting some kind of nice quote cards. These actually came from Little Rainbow Moon on Etsy. And then I got these packets. I don't know if you've seen my other videos, my word for the year is fly. And so I've been using a lot of butterflies, and I got these gorgeous packs in the Works. They're £1, and you're meant to make butterflies that are kind of 3D with them. But you get, I don't know if you can see that because of the glare, but you get dozens of these gorgeous card cutouts. So I actually got one of each of their colours. They had these three designs in our local store. So I'm putting some of those around, and this to me signifies the beginning of 2019, which is all about, for me, the word fly. Just going to check you can see that okay. So I then started journaling with some of the stuff that I got for my birthday. So I went to have lunch with one of my dearest friends on my birthday, and so I just stuck the bus tickets in. I got some stuff from other people, and this is some wrapping paper that I liked, a card from another friend who I had dinner with the night before to celebrate, and various other stuff. So I've just been sticking in a bit of birthday memorabilia. This was from the restaurant where I went with my friend. Some wrapping paper around the parcel that she gave me, some stickers, an envelope from my father-in-law. I love his writing, which still in his 80s is just beautiful. So I kept that. And here's one of their quote pages. And then this is the parcel that my daughter gave me. And I just took the wrapping that she'd made and various bits and pieces. So I'm just kind of celebrating all the love that I've been shown so far, and it's just been overwhelming and really wonderful. And I kind of wanted to journal that in some way. So I'm just sticking these little bits and pieces in from various close family and friends at the moment. And then I've made a few lists as well. This is just a list of gratitude, and it's 50 things I felt grateful for on my birthday, and I did this on the actual day. And then another quote page. And here's the cake that my daughter made me, which when you cut into it was just full of Reese's Pieces. It was a peanut butter cake because I'm crazy about those. So that was really nice. And then here, I'm just journaling with some stuff that I got out of the latest Daphne's Diary magazine. And I've done a flip through of one of these before. And as many of you know, I love these. And this is a particularly nice edition. It's got some lovely stuff in. This is the January edition for this year. It's even got some birthday stickers in, actually, which I've used. And I'm particularly struck by this particular feature about this amazing girl who just makes roses out of plaster. Oh, it's so gorgeous. And also in this edition, they've got some bunting, free bunting that you just pull out. And so I've used a couple of pieces of that on this spread. And I'm just thinking about how important it is for me to keep the actual journaling going. Now, I don't know, some of you might resonate with this, but if you're running your own business, even if it's your dream job and it's what you love, it's quite hard to keep doing all the stuff that is the reason why you got into it in the first place. And for me, journaling's really life-giving. And, you know, if I'm honest, some aspects of running a business are not that life-giving to me. Although actually lots of it is great. Anything that involves people, is brilliant and I love it. and anything that involves the craft is brilliant, but there's an awful lot more to it than that. So this is just a little double spread to remind me that whilst I'm following my dreams, I have to keep doing the things that bring me life. And so I'm just doing a little page around that. And I'm using this bunting, Follow Your Dreams, and I love the florals on here. And as many of you know, I do like pink. I am a bit of a pink girl. I don't wear this shade of pink ever. I like the sort of deep purpley pinks, but I do like them on a page, and I just do love roses. So just going to pop that down there, I think, to balance out the one on the other side. And then I might leave room for some washi at the bottom. Now, I've just got some new washi to put in my shop. I haven't listed it yet, but this to me is the idea of the most heavenly washi. I don't know if you can see that, but it's gold foiled, and it's got a beautiful, is that working? I don't know if that's focusing okay, but a beautiful variety of pink flowers on it. And I think even on this pinky purpley paper, which will show through a bit, yeah, look, that's still going to come up beautifully. And I think that's going to look really, really nice. So just tearing that off, and I'll put some up the top as well. And then what I'm going to do is layer up the page, because you see the beauty of images is I don't actually need to write anything here. I know exactly what all this means. And so I'm just going to cut out a few things from this page, certainly that image there. And the reason why this speaks to me, apart from the fact it's gorgeous plaster roses, is because this girl's kind of done the impossible in the way, in that she has created these utterly convincing 3D roses out of a special kind of plaster that she's developed herself, if you read the article. And I just find that incredibly inspiring. She's following her dream, and she's producing this really beautiful stuff. And so I'm just going to stick that there, I think. And I'm really enjoying the colour and the pattern on these. Incidentally, that was from another page in the magazine, and you can see there's different sorts of paper in this magazine. So this rose is very matte, whereas the one on the other side, the lovely, not quite, they were ranunculus or something like that, those are really shiny paper. But I just like the fact there's a variety here. So that's going to go there, and immediately I look at that and I think, yeah, follow your dreams, but keep doing what you love. That's what that says to me. And I think I'm also going to take this little posy here and stick that in the other side just to balance it out. And what I'm doing quite carefully is I'm kind of skirting around this image on the back, because I will tear that and stick it somewhere else, because I really love it. So I'm just preserving the main body of that image on the back whilst I'm just sticking this down. So that's going to go up there, and then actually, no, I think I will put it the other side. And then I've got a little bit of space to write some more if I want to. There, so that's another little double spread coming along nicely with those bits from the magazine. And I'll probably write a few more things there just about what it means to actually keep doing what I love in terms of following my dream, as well as the things I have to do on the just go for it. You know, you just do have to do accounts if you're running your own business. So, you know, that kind of thing, which I'll be the first to admit I'm not very good at. So this next spread here is going to be, I think, a list of things that I'm looking forward to this year. And because it's a big birthday, there's a lot of really exciting stuff coming up. I'm doing quite a few things throughout the year to celebrate with different members of my family and different friends. And it's my husband's birthday too. He's also, well, we're 100 this year. And much as I'd love you all to think he's 60 and I'm 40, I'm actually 2 weeks older than him. So you can work out how old we are. And I'm going to make a list of some of the things that we're doing over the year. We've got a lovely holiday that we're going to have, thanks to a friend, and some other really nice stuff coming up. So just going to make a list of those things there, I think. And I think I won't do 50. I'm just going to stick to the one page. But on the opposite page, I just wanted to remind myself that actually the things I look forward to can just be little things in everyday life. They don't have to be the big and massive things. And I live next to a wood, and I do love to walk in the wood, and yet I get so sort of stupidly busy that I don't very often. And it's just making me realise that I need to prioritise that in my life, just to prioritise some space for me. I also live opposite a tennis club, and I looked out this morning, and because it's a local club, we know a lot of the people who play there, and they go to the local school with our kids, and it's really, really nice. And one of the mums who was out there playing this morning, well, she was having a lesson actually. I know her well. Her kids are younger than mine, but they're at the same school. And I know her kids are at home, and I know her husband works all the hours, and it's a Saturday, and she was out there having her tennis lesson. And I just felt really, so impressed by her that she had been able to organise her life for her Saturday morning tennis lesson, and she was really looking after herself and doing something good. Now, that may be normal for lots of people, but I also know that lots of us struggle to do that and to find space for the things that we know we need and we want and we love, alongside all our responsibilities with our families and all the rest of it. So I just saw her there and felt challenged, and I hope she's proud of herself. I'll say that to her when I see her next. I was just really challenged by seeing her out there playing tennis in the middle of a Saturday morning, and it was good. And she'll just laugh at me. She's out there all the time. She's a really good tennis player. Great woman. And so, this page for me is going to symbolise the fact that I actually need to keep my eye on that as well. So this bit from the magazine says, relax for a bit. And then it says, I'm far too busy for that. And then we've got this lovely watercolour of someone walking under a tree. And it says, put your coat on and go for a walk out in nature for an hour. And that's just what I need to do, an awful lot more. So I'm going to have that opposite my list of things that I'm looking forward to. And I've got this lovely washi tape, which is actually, I think, on my Bible journaling shop rather than the Jane journaling shop on Etsy. And it's trees in every season. And so you've got the trees in their summer colours, in their spring green, in the blossom, and in the autumn as well. Actually, I don't think there are many in the winter on this piece of tape. But I do love that, and it's just going to go really nicely with the theme of relaxing a bit and getting out in the wood. Now, I'm thinking that will actually look better if I layer it the other way. So, as usual, I haven't managed to get the glue right to the edge, which is great because I can just slide that underneath there. There we go. And that, I think, is going to look cool, actually. One thing I love about paper is it's quite rare that you really scupper yourself. If you've done something that you're not so happy about, 9 times out of 10 you can undo it really nicely. So yeah, that's great. I'm liking that better. And I'll just put a bit down this side as well, and move it away. So I'm now ready to make my list on the other side, things I'm looking forward to. And I'll probably find a few more bits and pieces to fill in these gaps. I think actually I'm going to have some butterflies. So I'll just show you the sort of things you get in this set. So for £1, and I've used quite a few of these already, but I mean, it's just such good value, and they're gold foiled as well, and all different sizes, which I find useful. So I was able to have the really big ones inside the front cover here, and then layer them, stack them with the smaller ones. So I think because I am thinking about what it means to fly metaphorically rather than literally, although who knows, that may come, but I'm really not into, I like to keep my feet on the ground at the best of times. So this fly word is quite interesting for me in all sorts of ways. I'm just using some tacky glue here rather than the Pritt because they're quite thick card, these, and I just am following the rule that you use the glue that goes with the material you're sticking down rather than the material you're sticking onto, and these definitely can take the wet glue. And actually this paper is so amazing in this journal that it's the wet glue is not going to cause any negative impact on it. I've tried that already. And even if it runkles a bit when you're gluing stuff down, it dries really flat. So I'm very happy with that. And then I think what I need up here is a bigger one. And I'm actually quite tempted to go with that, which does just fit in there. I think that's going to go there. And it's a kind of swallowtail shape. We definitely don't have this butterfly in our country. I don't know whether it's made up. I think certainly some of the pink ones in the pink pack are made up, but I love the shape of them and I love what they symbolise, which is just that light, freedom, just to look really lovely and just to fly, and that kind of sense of lightness and freedom, which is something I find really inspiring. So that's just going on there, and I'm going to come and do this list a bit later in the day when I've thought about it a bit. So what sort of things am I looking forward to, which will go there. And I just feel like that's a really inspiring little page to remind me that some of the things I can look forward to, they're not big things. They can take an hour and just mean walking out of my front door with a coat, and that's all it takes. So happy birthday to any of you who have birthdays this month. And I always think it's a bit tough on us January babes because everyone's had Christmas. But on the other hand, you know, this year with my big birthday, I've really been able to enjoy the fact it's at the beginning of a new year because I've had a lot of time to reflect, not just on the new year, but also on my birthday and what this new decade means for me. And so I'm really excited about that. And I hope that any of you who have big birthdays will enjoy all the goodness that comes with a birthday, even the little things like the nice wrapping paper, and be able to enjoy journaling with that. So thank you very much for watching. Please like and subscribe, and I'll see you next time. Bye bye.